Hi everyone, hi all the children of City Church. It seems ages since I've seen some of you, so I hope you're all keeping well during this lockdown time. You may be wondering why I'm going to be chatting to you this morning and not one of your normal children's workers. Well, they're really busy and it does take quite a long time to do one of these videos, so they tell me. Now, I'm just sat here in my lounge all by myself. I've set my camera up and I've set up a few props. And so I'm going to have a bit of a go at just doing a little video for you this morning. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope we can have some fun together. And I'm sorry, but I haven't got an Ignite t-shirt. I haven't got anything red. I don't even possess a red t-shirt, a red dress or a red jumper. So this is the best I can do to try and look like one of the children's workers. So hello to everyone. Hello to all of the Ignite children. And if Team Energize, if you're joining us today, hi to you guys too. And if there's any little fish looking in, hello to you too. So today I'm going to be talking to you about PPE. So during this lockdown time, when none of us have been able to go and see our friends or go to school or really spend much time outside, there's been lots of talk about PPE. So I'll just give you a minute to see if anyone knows what PPE stands for. Okay, so I have a picture that might give you some help. This is PPE. Can you see? It's personal protection equipment. And lots of people in our hospitals are wearing things like this at the moment to protect them from getting the horrible virus that's going around. There's lots of talk on the television about the coronavirus and COVID-19, and it's not very nice and it's harming lots of people and people are becoming sick. And so to protect all the doctors and nurses and even people you might have noticed outside, the people who empty our bins and the people in the shops, lots of them are wearing some of this personal protection equipment. So today I'm going to talk to you about PPE. Actually, I'm following on from Pete and Mary. They spoke to you a few weeks ago about PPE. They spoke to you about PPE from the Bible, personal protection equipment. They talked to you about a helmet. They talked to you about a breastplate and a sword and sandals and a belt of truth. You can go back and watch that video. It's on YouTube and you can watch it anytime if you need reminding about what the Bible says about personal protection equipment. But today I'm going to talk to you about people protection equipment. Do you know, it may start soon where we all need to wear a part of that personal protection equipment. We might all need to wear a face mask when we go shopping, when we go to the park, or maybe if we get an opportunity to go back to school soon. The government may say to us that to protect other people, just in case you've got any bad germs, you might need to wear a face mask. So today, I'm going to show you how to make a face mask out of a sock, an old sock. You could use a new sock if you want to, but I'm sure if your house is like our house, there's lots of odd socks laying around. We've got lots of odd socks in our house. I'm convinced that the washing machine eats them. It tries one, doesn't like it, and spits the other one out. So we end up with lots of odd socks. So today, you're going to need a sock and you're going to need a pair of scissors. So if you want to stop the video and go and get those, or you can carry on watching and then you can make it afterwards if you'd like to. So I would recommend that the sock you use for this is a clean sock. Yeah, that smells okay. I haven't got one of Mark's socks. That may not smell quite so nice, especially if it hasn't been washed. So today you might be saying personal protection equipment, people protection equipment. What's that got to do with Sunday school and church and the Bible? And normally in these times, we like to teach you a little bit about the Bible and what God says, because in the Bible, there's lots of good advice. Well, people protection equipment, which is what I'm going to do and talk to you about today. People, parents, pals, that's another word for friends. It's a bit of an old-fashioned word, pals, but they sometimes need protecting from us. And they need protecting sometimes from things that come out of our mouth. Sometimes what we say is not very nice, and we all do it. Mummies and daddies do it, grandparents do it, children do it. They say things that are sometimes unkind. Well, in the Bible, this is what it says in the Psalms. David said to God in Psalm 141, just checking, "Set a guard over my mouth. Keep watch over my lips." Why do you think David would have said that to God? Why do you think David prayed? Because when we say things to God, that's praying. That's all it is. That's all praying is just talking to God. Like he's our mate. Like he's a friend. Like he's a real good daddy. Because that's what he is. So David's saying, "Daddy, Father, watch over my lips." Do you think it's because maybe David needed help? We all need help sometimes, don't we? Help to think about what we're saying. So today, when we make the face mask, it's really to protect people from our germs. But when we wear it, we can also think about what it says in the Bible, where it says, protect people from what comes out of my mouth. In fact, in Psalm 39, it says, "I will not sin with my tongue." You see, this thing, it's very little, but it can cause a lot of damage. Why don't you grab a hold of your tongue and see if you can say something? Hello? Not very easy, is it? I don't like you. Maybe we should hold on to our tongue when we're thinking about saying something nice. Sorry, when we're thinking about saying something not very nice, because then people won't understand what we're saying. So let's get back to our face mask and our people protection equipment that we're going to be making today. So like I said, you're going to need a sock. Here is a sock, a nice pink sock, especially for the boys and the men. I think they'll look lovely in pink. Actually, pink is not a colour that Mark likes very much. Shall I tell you a secret? When I got married to Mark, I decided I wanted a different wedding dress. So I made a wedding dress and it was pink. If I could find one, I'd show you a photograph. I mean, it was about 40 years ago. So it was a long time ago and I made this pink wedding dress. Well, 2 days before we got married, we went round to see my sister's new bungalow. And when we got there, we were quite surprised to find that the bungalow was pink. And Mark was talking to my sister and he said, "It's a lovely bungalow, but I really don't like pink." And I had just finished making my wedding dress. So I asked Mark about this after we got married. What did he think when I walked down the aisle in a pink wedding dress? And he said I looked like the most beautiful woman that he'd ever seen. So that was good. Anyway, back to our face mask. So you can use a sock like this, or you can use a sports sock like this. Personally, I think these ones work best. So if you can find a sports sock, that will be the best. If not, then just find any sock. Any sock will do. So what you need to do is we're going to make a cut or two in this sock. So hold it like I'm holding it and then just fold the heel over. Works really well on this size sock. And about where this line comes here is about where you need to make your cut. So you just cut that across like that. This is the piece that we need. And this piece that we've just cut off and the piece that fell onto the table is the piece that we don't need. So we'll get rid of that. So what we do now is we take the sock and hold the heel piece with our fingers and our thumb, and then just slide the scissors up inside the sock and make a cut like that. So now, can you see it's beginning to look like a cut up sock? Okay, so we've got this cut up sock. We just now need to fold it over long ways, just like I'm doing here. And then what we need to do now is on this end, we need to make a cut. So we're going to cut through about this far down, but not all of the way. So you want to make a cut that looks like that. And then you turn it up the other way. And you do the same thing at the other end. You make a cut like that. Not all the way again, just so that it's about this far. So this is the bit that I expect you've all been waiting for. You want me to demonstrate, don't you? Well, this is our face mask. And I bet you're going to laugh as soon as I put it on. But I'm going to show you that it does really work. So these bits hook over our ears. So we put that piece there over our mouth, around our ears, over our nose, and there you go. Our very own face mask. You could actually draw a mouth in there, even a tongue and some teeth if you wanted to. But can you see how easy that was to make a face mask? So let me show you one or two that I made earlier, because everybody who demonstrates to children has always made one earlier just to make sure that it works. So this is the one that I thought I would make for Mark. So this is a different one, not made out of a sports sock, but this is the one that's made out of that long flowery sock I showed you earlier. Actually, I don't think I did show you. So this one is exactly the same. Put it over your nose, round your mouth, and there you go. They can be a bit of fun, can't they? You can do all sorts of things with these and make all sorts of different colours and have lots of fun. And if we do get to the point where we have to wear our own face masks when we go to the shop or go back to school, we can have fun by having some different socks and different colours. But also, I hope it's made you think a little bit today about some of the things that come out of our mouths and some of the things that we need to maybe ask God to help us with. So it's been lovely spending some time with you this morning. It's been lovely having fun making some face masks. Hope you have fun making some as well, and maybe I'll get to chat with you again really soon. Have a good week, guys. We love you lots and we can't wait to see you back at church. But in the meantime, we all have to stay home, be safe, and stay alert.